Your accountant only talks to you once a year in March. You have your tax return due in April. You send your stuff, they file the tax return, they send you their bill, and oh, on top of it, you owe $15,000 to the IRS and your state, leaving you completely blindsided. That is not a good accountant. That's a tax preparer who doesn't give a We'll keep the colorful words off this YouTube video. Today, I'm going to show you how you go about finding a good accountant, what questions you should be asking, the red flags to avoid, and what a good accountant actually looks like. Let's get into it. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the video. Andrew D'Amico. I'm a CPA partner here at Ledgerly alongside my partner in crime, Mike Abrahamian. We've helped hundreds of business owners over the years who come to us frustrated with their prior accountant, hence why they were seeking our guidance in the first place. But today, this is more of a homework item for you guys who aren't currently working with us. Going to give you the framework for finding that good, that trusted accountant. So do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, and let's get rolling. So for starters, good versus bad accountants. Most people think that all accountants are built the same, but that's entirely untrue. Just because they have a CPA at the end of their name doesn't mean they know how to file a tax return. If they do file tax returns, nothing says that that CPA knows how to save you on your tax bill. They just know how to put the numbers in a form. So let's work with the archetype of a tax accountant. So generally there's two types. So you have type 1, who's strictly just a tax preparer. Professionals that are just filing your return once a year. They're talking to you only once a year, give you their fee, and hey, we'll see you again next year. That's type 1. Type 2, when it comes to tax accountants, is a tax advisor. They're meeting with you quarterly throughout the year. They're being proactive, giving you tax strategies, things that you can implement to have an effect on your future tax bill. That's type 2, that's a tax advisor, and that's who you want in a good accountant. So that latter archetype is what you're looking for when you're going to interview accountants. And interview, yes, I mean, you literally want to sit down and ask questions of these accountants, because for optimal tax planning, they're going to want to know about your personal picture, what your ultimate goals are. You want to get the right accountant up front because you're going to build on this relationship for years to come. So Andrew, okay, I get it. I need to interview accountants. Okay, so what am I going to ask them? Excellent question. Let's go over 5 questions that you should ask them before you hire an accountant. Number 1, do you do just tax prep or do you do tax planning as well? The answer you want to hear is, oh, hey, great question. We do both. We'll do your tax returns and we're also going to meet quarterly throughout the year, review your numbers, project your tax liability, and provide you with strategies you can take advantage of. Excellent. That's the answer you want to hear. What you don't want to hear is, nope, we just do tax prep. Be at the end. From that question alone, you'll know, hey, is this an advisor or is it just a tax preparer? Number 2, how often are we going to talk throughout the year? If they didn't already say it, you want to hear, hey, we're going to meet quarterly throughout the year. Typically, we like to do at the end of each quarter so we can review your quarterly financials. Great. That's what we want to hear. Bad answer, how often are we going to meet throughout the year? No meeting. We'll talk once a year just for document gathering. Again, red flag. Question number 3, what's your experience with my type of business? You want a CPA who's going to be honest. Maybe they have plenty of clients in your industry, or maybe they don't. At the very least, you want them to say, hey, we have X amount of clients in your industry. We typically do X, Y, and Z for them. Or if they don't, perfectly good answer is, hey, full transparency, we don't currently have any clients in your industry, but we've helped thousands of other self-employed business owners, and a lot of the strategies are applicable across industries. Okay, totally fair. And although you'd like that added layer of assurance that, oh, hey, they've dealt with someone like me before, you don't want to get the runaround and you don't want them lying to your face. Question number 4, what's included in your fee? What are your fees? A good advisor, their package is typically going to cover your tax return prep, quarterly check-ins, and unlimited phone call and email support. Okay, great. That's a good package, and appropriate fee for that is between 10 and 20 grand a year. But the idea is that, hey, they're going to save you more than their fee on the back end, and you get that assurance that, hey, they're in your back pocket. You can call them anytime. Bad answer when you ask an accountant what their fees are is, oh, hey, here's $1,000 for your return. That's the starting price. Everything else is billed hourly, and they don't tell you what kind of services they offer. Question number 5, and I think a lot of people don't think about this one, but hey, can you provide me with a sample tax plan that you've created for a client before? Now, for the firm or the individual whom you're interviewing, they don't want to give out free advice, and we don't give out free advice, or we do our best not to. But at the very least, if they're a good advisor, they should be able to produce some case studies, or they might come back to you with an offer and say like, hey, listen, we don't give out free advice, but if you book us for a call, we'll sit down, we'll go through your docs, we'll give you some strategies. If you don't find the value in it, money back, guarantee, no harm, no foul. That's also a comfortable and reassuring counteroffer as well if they can't or they don't want to provide you with an example tax plan. Now, what are some key red flags you should be on the lookout for? I got another list of 5 for you. Number 1, they guarantee you X dollar amount refund. Hey, if we prepare your tax return, we'll guarantee you $1,000 refund. They can't promise that unless they're committed to committing fraud on your return. So if anybody comes out saying that, probably run. Number two, another red flag is they charge their fee based on your refund size. Hey, our fee is going to be 20% of whatever refund you get. Kind of piggybacks off the last red flag. We're literally incentivizing fraud because you can't guarantee if you didn't pay any money in, how are you going to get money back from the IRS or the state? And not for nothing, look up Circular 230. It's something that we as professionals are bound by that literally says you cannot charge a fee based on a refund. So if they're structuring fees like this, again, run. Number three, you can never reach them. You send them an email, crickets, you follow up, week later, 2 weeks later, no response. And then their first reply back is, hey, send me your 2026 tax docs. With an accountant, you want good communication. Number four, they're very lackadaisical and nonchalant. Yeah, write off your groceries. IRS won't care. No, that's a red flag. A good CPA is going to keep you compliant and only provide you with strategies that can be audit-proofed. They show you how to audit-proof, and they're teaching you how to audit-proof these things in real time. Number five red flag is they're cheaper than everyone else. If they're only charging $99 for a tax return, there is a reason it is cheap, people. They're not getting quality. They're cutting corners. They're inflating deductions. There's no review of the return, and they're filing with zero attention to detail. Red flag, run. So now you got a pricing guide, you got some questions to ask. How do we find these people, Andrew? Just start small. We want to get a list of like 3 to 5 accountants. That's going to be our starting point that we're going to sit down and interview with. Ask for referrals. If you're a business owner, ask other people in your industry. If not, do you have other friends who are business owners? If that's not fruitful, again, let's lean into the internet. Start getting your eyes on a bunch of different accountants, do your due diligence, read the reviews if they're there, and then go back to that list of questions. See if you can book a discovery call, ask them to outline their fees, their structure, their services. But if you want to skip that massive homework assignment, like I said at the beginning of the video, go over to our website, book us for a call. You can find a link in the description below. So look, a good accountant, it's going to be one of the best investments you ever make. They're going to save you thousands of dollars, keep you compliant, and ultimately give you peace of mind. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, drop us a comment or a question, subscribe to the channel for future videos where we're always talking real world business and tax advice, and we'll see you in the next one.